How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Disc 4 of Final Fantasy IX here. So we start off in Black Mage Village right here. Vivi came up with the great idea of bringing the genomes from Terra right back to here. One of my absolute favorite parts of the game. Especially because you hear this track right here. This is one of my favorite tracks, and I think this is the only spot and the only time that you hear it in the game. I think it's Endless Sorrow or Eternal Sorrow is the name of it. And we missed one scene prior to this because apparently OBS, my key binding for recording changed, so I did miss a little bit on that. But the primary objective of this video is we're actually going to be breaking away and just completing the last few side quests, getting the last couple items, and knocking out the last couple things that we can do. And before the last video will be entering Memoria and going into Crystal World and knocking everything else out. Alright, so immediately after we exit that dialogue, we are right here in our new airship, the Invincible. What I like to do is I like to go inside here real quick and grab the Stelazio right here. So we got our Pisces here. And I think that's the only... It should be the only item in here, I believe. So now, I like to go back into Black Mage Village and just hit up the item shops and the synthesis shop real fast, since they have some pretty good stuff here. Having a little bit of a awkward menu glitch. I can't do anything. That's nice. Right, exiting here. There we go. That was weird. Yeah, it wouldn't let me go up or down. Is that all we can get? Wow. Okay. I thought we could get more than that. Unless it's just this one guy glitching out. But if you watched my last video, did mention something about at this point of the game we're able to complete the Mognet Central side quest. Hopefully that is. I don't know if anything else has been changed with Alternate Fantasy Mod. I did miss one letter, but it wasn't one that was believed to be crucial to the side quest. And besides a later boss battle, this is the only spot that you can actually get this mass immune weapon right here. Which, oddly enough, we don't have another Orichalcon because we weren't able to steal that one until we got to the boss battle. I think it was with Garland. With AF mod, you don't steal that from Taharka in Ibsen's castle as you normally do. So I'm actually going to hold off on that right now just because I don't want to give that I don't want to give this item up right here. I want to make sure that I can get another one because we should be able to steal this from Malarius later on in Crystal World. Same with these claws right here. I'm going to hold off. I tell you what, we're having a definite menu glitch here. It's not letting me... I can tab up with L1, R1. I can't go up and down. This is very odd. I don't know what this is about. Okay. I have to use the analog stick. Okay, that's really weird, man. Wow. Get one of those. Yeah, I'm having a definite input glitch altogether with the controller. I don't know what it is. It's not my controller. I use a wired Xbox One controller. This one's fairly new. I've never had any issues with it ever in literally any other game. So I really don't know what this issue is. Hopefully it is just the game, as I have had plenty of these little glitches with this game. Okay, that's all we need from here. Let's see if this guy has a letter. Okay, so the one we have right now is from Moguri to Mudin. That is in Lindblom. So we'll head on down there real fast. Grab that letter. I'm going to do everything at once, so I'm going to be kind of back and forth in this video. This is just for the sake of, Okay, that's interesting. We can land in the forest now. Seriously? Wow. I'm learning all sorts of new things. That's such a cool little spot. You can see your airship docked in here. We are going... Moguri is the Moogle in the castle, so we're going to the business district right now. And, pretty sure I don't think I missed any other letters, so if you're following this along for the, especially with the side quest, we should be going in order here, so this should be your first letter. I mean, you can deliver this on the third disc, but it's kind of one of those ones you get kind of going out the door on your last visit here. So he doesn't have a letter for us. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to just head to Alexandria. So Alexandria we go. There will be yet a few more loose items to pick up around here, I believe. Nothing we don't already have here. Rebuild the bar. That's my vote. Right. See, this is probably the very first letter for the 4th disc of the game. Shouldn't be anything up here. Yep, that's destroyed. Okay, so letter from Kupo to Atla. Atla is in Bermesia. So we will be heading there. We can head over to the Stelazio Queen now and turn in what we have. So with that Pisces being turned in, we get the Robe of Lords. Queen Stella feels that there's something missing here. Well, you know that there's 12 of them. So why do I feel that I'm missing one? Because there is one more. think the only way you can get hinted towards that is if you read the back of the Stalazios in the key item menu. I think some of them kind of hint at some other one, I think. And I'm not really sure. It's been a while. I think it goes kind of towards like some little like love story thing or something if you read these. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do here for now. I think we'll have to go back and visit DeGuerio and speak to this old man in this one location to trigger the Excalibur 1 side quest. But while we're right here, we're gonna go obtain the 13th Stalazio. And once again, we are gonna be kind of all over the place in this video. But this is just for the sake of knocking everything out that you can right at this part. This is how I normally do it anyways, just kind of like go by geographical location. So you search right by where you found the first Stalazio, Scorpio. So that is that. And we'll go hand this in. And we get the hammer. The hammer, I believe, is a synthesis item. Now, don't quote me in terms of the AF mod, because it might be different, honestly. I don't know how our order changed here. Yeah. But, yeah, that is normally a synthesis item, and I think having it in your inventory, along with another item or two, grants you access to the alternate ending scene, or just an extra couple lines in the ending scenes of the game. So, all right. With that being said, we have that letter from Kupo in Alexandria. We're going to go deliver that to Atla in Bermesia. Okay, so Atla is a Moogle taking refuge in here. Okay, and I have to think who Moguri is. I believe that's the Moogle in Black Mage Village. I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're gonna head north, back up to the Outer Continent, Black Mage Village. Pretty cool that we can land in the forest now. I do like that. This should be Moguri, I think. Yep. Give him his letter. Alright, so our next letter from Moguri to Kumul. Kumul is the Moogle in Ibsen's castle. So we're gonna go straight there. It's crazy having done this stuff so many times. You know, as a kid growing up, I remember all the Moogle names mostly and, you know, where they're located at. It's crazy. Alright, so we'll walk to this guy. Then going forward in this little side quest, most of the letters are pretty much the same, kind of hinting at, you know, hey, we need, there's a specific item that that we need. So deliver a letter to Moise. Now this one in particular, I remember this one in particular always stumped me as a kid. So I remember backtracking and I would have multiple save files on my memory card playing on PS1. And it took me forever to think to go back on one of those and just try and go around and see where this Moogle was. And the only time you encounter him in the game is on the first disc in the ice cavern. Well, the ice cavern's blocked off pretty much here. You can't enter it. So this little guy actually went over... Where's Q's Marsh at? Yeah. So, Q's Marsh, you gotta go here. Remember when we went here on the second disc? And, you know, you walk around a little bit and you follow Quina. And she leads you over to the excavation site for Fossil Rue. So that is where this guy is at. Alright, so we have to head all the way over to the far right entryway, as we did in the second disc when we went over to the excavation site. And here he is. Like I said, this is one that always got me. I think this is... Personally, I feel like this is the most difficult one. Because who would think to go here, honestly? I mean, you can't go back. You can't re-enter Fossil Rue. So, now we have a letter for Nagi that we had to deliver. So, Nagi is the Moogle in Diguerio. And this is the one and only letter that you actually hand to him when you... Only time you really interact with him. So, off to Diguerio we go. Right down here. Alright. So Nagi has a letter for Kupo back in Alexandria. And make sure this guy doesn't have anything new for us here. Yeah, so normally you speak to this guy and he says something about a magical fingertip here. Yep, so we do have to speak to him first to trigger this side quest. Okay. So consider it a dying man's last wish. I'll give you something in return. Awesome. I think this guy has some new stuff for us too. Yep. No Orichalcon though. Ultima Sword, this is the first spot that you can get this in the game. This is actually pretty cool right here. This normally isn't here, I don't think, because, well, I'm not quite sure. I remember, in my last playthroughs, this is a good item to have because it absorbs shadow. So it's a good thing to equip if you're going up against Ozma. And I remember there's one spot that you can buy it, but then you can't get back to that spot on the 4th disc. So I'm not quite sure if this has changed or not. Or unless I'm thinking of something else here. Dragon Mail. Alright, so I think we're all good to go here. Yeah, so we're going back to Alexandria here. Oh, super slick. This is the item that they're suggesting. The rumor said that someone in Alexandria has it. And other than just searching around, talking to people, and just, you know, just doing that, I don't know any other way of that people would find this. There's really no other hints, but something tells me to speak to Ruby. Well, fry my hide. How'd you know I used this here super slick in my hair? Yeah, I don't know where else it would really hint at to go here. Unless you just, you know, you get to that point where you're searching around, you're just, last resort, you're just talking to everybody, you know, that's how I remember finding it as a kid. Because I was looking all over, you know, we didn't have all the sources online, really, as we do now. But yep, so we have that. That is the super slick. That is the final item to complete the Mognet Central side quest here. So, having gotten that, remember in that Chocobo side quest video, I just kind of showed you guys where this was at already. If you followed along, or unless you already know where it's at. Of course, here we are. Wow, okay. An orichalcum. That's weird. You remember me saying something about the orichalcum is you can only steal it from Garland. And I think that's hitting that we're not going to be able to buy it. That's very interesting. Alright, so next up on the list for us, now that we just completed the Mognet Central side quest, we got that side quest started from the old man at Diguerio. He's looking for a rare item called the magical fingertip. So that is in the Treno auction up here. So like I showed you guys at the beginning, I thought we could just go here on the 4th disc and get it, but you have to speak to that guy in order for it to appear. And looks like we're going to have to buy out this first auction real fast, so I will do that. Okay, so this time around he actually does have the item in the auction. Alright, so this one starts off quite expensive here. We're pretty rich, so I don't really care about money. We're gonna amp it up here. Damn. 50, I don't think I've ever gone this high in this auction before. 56,000 we got that for. You can get that for much, much cheaper. So, magical fingertip. Alright, now that that's in our inventory here, we can head on back to Diguerio. Speak to this guy, give him his item here. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the AF mod changed this up, though, and we don't get the Excalibur. But we will find out here. He is a well-known blacksmith. I don't know why they would change it, though. That's kind of weird. Nice. All right. So we have that. And of course, we already have the Ragnarok, which is much stronger, but we'll keep the Ragnarok on Beatrix. We'll give Steiner the Excalibur for right now. I think Beatrix can equip it as well, yep. So Beatrix with the AF mod. These are the swords that she can equip. Save the Queen, Ultima Sword. Excalibur 1 and Excalibur 2 once we obtain that, and the Ragnarok. So altogether, that's 5 swords that she can wield. Alrighty, folks. One final thing before we wrap this video up here. I just about forgot to show you guys, but I didn't want to leave this out. This is a Disc 4 exclusive dive spot for the Chocobo here. Guess you didn't know about this. Now, normally, this is where you would get your the ultimate weapon and a few other things along with it, but yeah, this time with the AF mod, I think it's going to be changed. So I believe we're probably going to get like the tower or something, I assume. But it's right here, dead center, pretty much where the Shimmering Island was. There we go. Oh, we do get the ultimate weapon. Okay. I figured it was going to be changed up, because with the rest of everyone's ultimate weapons, those were switched around where you would normally find them, so they're all located in Memoria now. With the exception of Zidane's, we can actually get his ultimate weapon. As you see, his attack power is dropped down a little bit. That's interesting. No other new abilities with it though. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I just about forgot that, so I didn't want to leave that out. I wanted to make sure we covered that in this. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that just about wraps everything up for this part of the game. I think that's everything we can do for the side quests. But I hope that helped you out in completing the Mognet Central side quest, and if you didn't know how to obtain the Excalibur 1 and a few of the other items there. But yeah, that's about all we can do for here, with the exception of going and fighting Ozma. You can go do that at this point in the game. I think with the alternate fantasy mod, he's going to be much too difficult, honestly. I watched a fight with somebody doing it with the AF mod, and it was kind of annoying. So we're going to save that for the very, very end of the game. We'll come back and revisit that. But yeah, once again, hope you guys enjoyed that. I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the very, very last episode of the mod AF mod playthrough. Alrighty, we'll see you then, guys. Thank you. Take care.